YouTube? We are about to go to GameStop and try and get our cards graded. Just wanted to show off what I'm going to bring. Tried to bring a little assortment. Going to do about 3 or 4. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm going to bring the Celebi. This is a more modern card. I'm pretty sure the centering's a little too far off, so I don't think this will be a 10. Don't imagine it's going to come anywhere close to the $200 price limit thing. So this is going to be like the cheapest card, I guess, or the lowest return value I'm expecting is the Celebi. Bring in the 151 Zard to see, because I think this card is dirty. That's not dirty. That's actually how the card looks. If we do get a 10 on this I think would be slightly over the $200 limit, so I'm curious what GameStop or what PSA will do in terms of an upcharge if we do get the 10. So that's why we're going to send the Charizard EX. Gotta send a vintage card, and I have been holding my red cheek Shadowless Pikachu for too long. Other than some stuff on the card, which I believe is just from the print, I don't think any of this was my damage. This Pikachu looks very clean, rather centered. Uh-oh. There's some white dots in the corner there. I did not notice those. Alright, so other than some white dots, maybe our Pikachu is not getting a 10. But had to send in a vintage card, and I want this Pika graded finally. And then this one, I just got a grade for the vibe. I mean, I got the Vaporeon, I got the Jolteon, I got the Flareon. Decided to go with the Jolteon, probably one of my favorites. Slightly more modern. Pretty sure these cards in a 10 or a couple hundred would be. Maybe outside of the Pikachu, the most expensive 10 we got. I'm pretty sure this would be over the $200 limit. So we're gonna see if one of these hits over 200. Just to investigate what exactly the upcharge would be and stuff like that. These are the 4 cards we're going to probably grade. I'm going to drive over there right now. Hopefully we're going to set up and record a nice video and see what this process is all about. Here we are, cards in hand, sleeves ready to go. Let's go grade these cards. Jay needed a couple minutes because GameStop was crazy today. And why are there Bitcoin trading cards? I have no idea what that is. Looks enticing though, and then this wall of Pokemon cards. Massive wall. Does your GameStop look like this? Because it is beautiful. We have made it to GameStop. I got 4 cards. I found one of the best GameStop employees. Jay is willing to help us out.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jay, can you tell us how we know if our GameStop will grade PSA Pokemon cards?
Absolutely. So overall, not only is it available on our website to actually see specifically what locations have it, overall, if you see any stores that are designated as one of our expansion card stores, so in this case, our store has a 24-foot card section, then those will be part of the TCG submission sales for PSA.
There we go. Now we know. If your GameStop has a massive wall of Pokemon cards, they will probably be grading cards with PSA. I'm sending 4 cards out. I've probably already showed you guys. The 151 Zard. Of course, if we hit a 10, we will probably get upcharge, but we gotta try it out. See what the upcharge might be all about. Sending the Red Cheeks Pikachu, of course. Gotta send 1 vintage card in. Sending the Celebi, just because this will probably be the cheapest card in terms of return, but just want to see what's up. And I love this Celebi. And then we got this Jolteon VMAX. Had to grade one of the Evolutions for sure. If we get a 10, this might be upcharged as well. You need your clear sleeve and you need your card saver. I got a random sleeve on my Jolteon. GameStop is providing me with both the sleeve and the card saver. I'm going to pop that on Jolteon, and Jay's going to just explain the sleeve process.
So overall, when it comes to the actual sleeve process itself, basically we have the customer do everything just to avoid any potential damage that may come on our end. Overall, when it comes to it, the actual penny sleeves themselves are exactly $1, while the card savers are 25 cents each. At that point, the customer will take them out of the original sleeve, put them directly into the new penny saver, and then last but not least, insert them into that Ultra Pro one. Once they are successfully all together, then they are ready to commence with the next part of the process.
All right, we are about to start the process. Jay hooked us up with our penny sleeve and our Ultra Pro card savers. Jay is recommending we stick with Ultra Pro. If you can stick with Ultra Pro, let's do that to keep everything smooth. Ultra Pro sleeves, Ultra Pro card savers.
And those will also be provided at any GameStop that is going to be proceeding, with this PSA grading submissions.
I just bought mine from them. They provide them all. You do have to pay. It's like $1 each, $1.25 for both sleeves. We got our 4 cards. Let's start the process.
Yeah, so then right here on the actual iPad, I've put in the gentleman's information, and from here I have put in for the 4 cards. From there it shows exactly that they're $15.99 for all Pokemon cards. If it was anything that is considered non-TCG, at that point then overall it is most likely going to be $19. From there you have the $4.99 shipping fee, and of course the full amount there, and then finally estimated with tax.
Let's start it.
Right from there. Now it's just going to have us take a complete photo of all 4 cards, preferably with no glare whatsoever, all here just so they can confirm that everything is the exact way it is, so they can actually have that reference photo to make sure they know exactly what cards you submitted as well.
Let's take a picture.
Awesome. And then as you can see right here, nice little photo shows
There's our picture.
all 4 together. So I'm going to save that photo as needed. Boom, boom, boom. Review and pack order. Alright, so now I'm just going to confirm with the gentleman right here that overall he understands that if these cards end up being graded an 8, 9, 10 overall, or anything higher than what we originally put in for, which on average is about really a 5, then there will be a potential upcharge depending on the value of these cards overall. The price does vary on the actual card that you are submitting, so keep in mind it always does depend on that card, so please do not expect to pay a high thing for just a standard Wurmple, but if it is a first edition Charizard, please do not be surprised when the actual charge ends up being at least 1,000 if not more. So as long as he is comfortable with that, he can gladly hit yes on that. And then the last agreement right down there is saying that overall he is comfortable with having it take 49 days from when PSA receives it in order for it to get sent right back to us. And we'll obviously notify him and give him a call once it is ready.
49 days, that's not bad. And we come pick it up in store, right?
Yes, indeed. You come pick it up in store. You'll also get an email saying when it has successfully shipped with its tracking number. Again, once PSA has received it, graded it, and made sure all is good, if it ends up being in that higher threshold to the point where there is going to be any charges, they will also send you an email in that regard for it. And then from there, to come pick it up. We'll give you obviously a phone call the minute it arrives, so make sure that you know what's going on. We can go right from there.
Awesome, Jay.
All right.
Where do we go next? I have agreed.
Perfect. So then I just need strictly to sign on there. That's basically just saying that, hey, I have successfully explained the process to you before we go any further, and there's no miscommunication.
Very successfully.
All right. And as long as you are comfortable with it, we will happily hit print. So let's go.
Go for it.
Perfect. So there we go. So now, if you follow me for a second,
tag and bag them.
These little sleeves right here. So overall, these now are going to designate the specific cards that are going to be here, as well as the order number for this order. So I'm going to go right to the back and actually grab these little guys right here before I go any further. I almost forgot.
Yeah.
These little guys right here are a third layer of protection just to make sure these cards get absolutely taken care of and sent safely out to PSA. So we're going to slot them right in here.
And these I'm not paying for, right?
These are completely
there
free.
We go.
They're actually on us, so do not worry about that. So we got you there. We're going to take this right off. We're going to slot this right here. Yeah, these were actually provided to us, and there's no charge to my knowledge for these. I haven't actually seen one in there, so that makes life even easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to slot this one right into here. Right. And we're doing it live.
Exactly.
We'll do it live. So there we go. So make sure to get that nicely taped off. And then once these have successfully been taped right at the bottom with these little tamper-proof seals, we're going to place these little labels on them designating which card is which for the order. And then I will also grab the bag that they are now gently going to be placed into.
Do you have any idea? Do these labels actually know it's a Pikachu and that type of stuff, or not yet?
We don't know that it's a Pikachu yet. All I'm doing when it comes to these specific ones is labeling what I have designated as card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, and the overall order number. If there is a particular order that you would like, let me know and I can happily put them through that way, but overall, don't believe it matters all too much.
Not at all.
But yeah, if you do have a request, let me know and I will try to accommodate.
They've been bagged And now tagged.
You got it.
Time
So
to
now,
tag.
Let me just flip these. I like to put them on the back. That's just personal preference. You know what I mean? I
Good
just think
preference.
Exactly. I just think it looks nicer that way. Yo, let's make that Charizard that one.
There we go.
Let's make Celebi number 2. Number 3 is this little beauty right here. Almost did that one, but
And then
wouldn't have made
Pikachu
too much
number
difference.
4.
Awesome. So now let me grab the bag for you, because that's where that last little one right there comes from.
There's another bag.
Yes, indeed.
One more complimentary bag.
Last one. So now I'm just going to gently place these right here. Normally they would be a tamper seal bag overall. However, right now we haven't given permission until further notice to use these ones, since those are what have been provided to us. So overall, I'm going to gently place them in. I like to have them facing forward just so they're able to see. And I gently either stack them to the left, right, or on top of each other, depending on how many there are, just to be safe. So there's no way that they can accidentally get damaged. Plus, with that 3 layers of protection, they don't really have to worry about a thing. There we go. Very nice. There we go. So I'll happily flip that over.
Awesome. Nice.
I'm going to seal that right in front of you. Awesome. Just do that. Perfect. So
And that's the submission.
Right there. And now the rest of it gets taken care of on our actual POS. And last but not least, I just have to send this to our POS, and that was it. And now I can grab it right from the register.
Time to pay. All right. So yeah, I did 4 and 4 with the sleeves.
1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. So there we go. So that is all together, and that is absolutely everything.
4 cards with 4 sleeves and 4 top loaders. 73.
Oh, cool. You got it. And then overall, for having a pro membership with us, the shipping cost is completely free for the gentleman. However, overall, if you do not have a pro membership with us, it is going to charge for that shipping cost. Or receipt right here for that. And then overall, it's going to send an email to the actual, email associated with his account, so you can actually track the order from there, know what's going on. And then overall, it's going to give him both the tracking for when it is shipped out, and then also, once PSA has it and is sending it back to us. The minute it gets sent back to us, we're going to give this gentleman a call. He'll be able to pick it up, and I'm hoping for the best for him, man. Let's see those cards come back nice.
That's right. We will be here in 50 days. Everybody, big thank you to Jay. Incredible help, guys. This only took less than 10 minutes, this whole process.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to Smokey's channel. Smokey cares about all of you.
This is what gets hits on YouTube.
There we go. Look at that. Jay's giving us the endorsement too, guys. There we go. 4 cards graded with the sleeves. $70 at GameStop.
Literally one of the sweetest people I've had interactions with. I got no problem saying that.
Best GameStop employee we've ever had on the channel for sure.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Jay.
you as well. And thank you all for watching and for having me.
All right, and we are back from GameStop. Just wanted to do a quick summary, my opinions on the process, how I think it all went. Maybe I could summarize the process a little bit. We got a receipt. Real quick, I apologize if the video quality is a little off. We had to go Android today just for time purposes. Just went with the Android so we could get this video out as quickly as possible. To start, I don't think I can say this enough, but I have to say it. Jay was an incredible employee. I've been going to GameStop pretty much my whole life for 20 years. Easily the best experience I've ever had in a GameStop with a GameStop employee. Jay is incredible. This video wouldn't have been possible without Jay, so big thank you to Jay. Everybody, he really came through for us. Just learned about the process yesterday, so today was the first day that this store was doing it. So things might be subject to change, but at least as of today, Jay seemed to know as much as he could about the process. He really helped us out, an incredible person. Thank you, Jay. So if we look at the receipt, it was $64 for 4 cards. It was $16 per for TCG bulk, which is Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever the Disney game is, Lorcana, I think. Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Pokemon, possibly One Piece. I don't know where One Piece fell into this. If your card doesn't fall into the TCG category, like a sports card, possibly Dragon Ball Z might fall into the non-TCG. Those type of cards are $19.99 or $18.99 to grade, so a little more for a non-TCG card. As we mentioned in the video, we did have to pay for the sleeves. The only thing I could be upset about is this, I guess. I mean, it's a pretty high price for a sleeve, and it seemed like, and I completely understand, this was Jay's first time doing this. He just wanted to follow the rules. We did this as perfectly as we could do it, but Jay wanted to stick with all Ultra Pro, the Ultra Pro sleeves, Ultra Pro card savers. I came with some that were like BCW or Vault X. Jay didn't want to risk it. He said he wanted everything to go smooth, so he just wanted us to go with the Ultra Pro card savers, which I completely understand. I didn't want to risk anything either, so I had no problem just paying the $2 extra for all the Ultra Pro sleeves and stuff. I don't know how your GameStop's gonna be. That might depend on your GameStop and the employee you get, and maybe their process might change from here on out. But Jay is just super diligent, didn't want any problems to arise at all. I completely understand. I had no problem with that at all. Rather pay my $2 extra to make sure everything was up to code. So it seems like GameStop's gonna really like Ultra Pro for the sleeves and the card saver. I guess, in my opinion, from what we saw today, I wouldn't really bother bringing Vault X or any other company that isn't Ultra Pro. It seems like for everything to go as smooth as possible, you're gonna just wanna use Ultra Pro sleeves and Ultra Pro card savers. This process was so much easier than I would have thought. It was probably 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. To be perfectly honest, I think Jay could have got me out there in 5 minutes if we weren't recording. This process is so simple. You give them the cards, as long as they're in the appropriate sleeves. All they really do is take a picture, make you sign something, and then they like quadruple bag all your cards. They put them away, they print these labels. It is a very quick process, and as somebody who has sent cards to PSA on their own, like buying my own membership and sending cards, I have no problem paying maybe $2 or $3 more per card to have GameStop go through all the headache of finding the cards, making the list, putting the cards in order. I mean, they save me at least 30 minutes of work of having to look up the card, having to put the appropriate card name, putting the cards in order, packing them in the box. All that stuff combined is such a headache. GameStop makes it so easy, and all they're really charging you is like $1 more. Most of the time, PSA is around $15 per card, so GameStop's really only making $1, and they're saving you so much time. I don't think I'm gonna ever buy a PSA membership again, unless you're gonna send hundreds of cards to PSA. I really don't think there's a point. This GameStop thing worked out incredibly. Only takes about 5 minutes, about a 45 to 50 day turnaround. You then pick your cards up in store. If you're a pro member, power to the players, you get free shipping as well. I mean, GameStop right now seems like they're really onto something.
I guess I should be proud here.
I think this could have a big impact in our community, possibly the first major retailer that we can actually go give cards to get graded from PSA. This is incredible news. I can't thank Jay enough. GameStop, an incredible experience. They just rolled this out, and it's been working out incredibly so far. I think we got a lot to look forward to. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Big thanks to Jay, everybody. If we could thank Jay in the comments. Once again, we wouldn't have been able to make this video without him. Thank you, Jay. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week.